On the Gulf Coast with breaking news and weather. Fox 10 Midday starts now.
Good morning and thank you for joining us here on Fox 10 Midday. It is Monday, May 5th. Happy Cinco de Mayo to everyone. I'm Vanessa Pacheco, joined here by meteorologist Jennifer Lambers. Beautiful day to enjoy this day.
It really is. It is stunning out there, and especially if you step outside, the biggest difference you're going to notice today, the humidity.
Yes, that's why our hair is thriving.
Yes,
today,
our hair is doing well today, so keep that in mind for all of those evening plans because the humidity is so low out there. We have dry air in place, and really that's going to be making the biggest difference starting off for this morning, heading on into this afternoon and this evening. Here we really start to talk about the heat index and the heat indices and the feels like temperature straying away from the actual air temperature, and that's not going to be the case heading into today. We're not going to be feeling that much warmer with those daytime highs because of the low humidity that we're feeling. And especially if you can find some time to get outdoors and just stay in the shade, it's really going to be feeling so nice out there. But conditions across the southeast, it's calm, it's quiet for right now. We're not seeing anything out there, really not even seeing any of those clouds so far to begin for this morning. A stunning view from our Navigator Credit Union camera at the battleship there. Just those sunny blue skies out there. And temperatures, they're resting in the lower 70s. Dew points, lower 50s. Again, that dry air out there, it's leading to some of those nice conditions, some calm winds so far to begin. And temperatures all across the Gulf Coast, they're just ranging really in the lower to mid 70s. Just last week, at the beginning of Fox 10 Midday, we were already seeing some of the 80s out there. And so we're feeling so much better as we get further along into the rest of this morning. But I mentioned the dew points out there, the dry air, it's feeling fantastic. We're resting in the upper 40s and the lower to mid 50s. A reminder, when it starts to feel humid out there, that's when we start to see some of those dew points in the 70s. Not the case for today. We'll continue to see that slow little uptick once we get further along into this evening out there. But evening plans for Cinco de Mayo, in case you're going to be heading on out towards a restaurant, sit outside. Find something to do outside heading into tonight, as it's going to be feeling so nice out there. And it's very short-lived. Once we get further along into tomorrow, we just go ahead, bypass that pleasant category. We bump back up into noticeable. And then by Wednesday and Thursday, we're back up into the muggy category. So enjoy today while you can with some of that low humidity out there. Have some of those evening plans outside. But I'm going to talk more about your forecast and the rain chances that I'm tracking on the horizon. All of that is coming up in just a little bit. Vanessa.
All right.
And also talking more about your forecast, taking a look at that sunset and sunrise times heading further along into this evening. In case you're going to be celebrating for Cinco de Mayo heading into tonight, sunset taking place in Mobile at 7:34, 7:30 in Pensacola. And then sunrise tomorrow is getting earlier, 6:04 to begin in Mobile, 6:01 to start off in Pensacola. But I'm going to be talking more about your forecast and what I'm tracking in the long range. That's coming up when we come back. Two giant eagles from the Hobbit films have hung over passengers as they boarded their flights at Wellington Airport.
Wow, so each with 50-foot wingspans and weighing 2,600 pounds, Jen. The eagles were crafted for the films, directed by Peter Jackson, one of Wellington's best-known residents.
Well, the airport's chief executive officer, Matt Clark, says that the airport has had a long Lord of the Rings heavy storytelling theme, and just now they're looking for a change.
Look at that over people's heads. Travelers have until Friday to admire the birds. They will then be put into storage.
Clark hopes that the birds will find a place in a museum.
The airport still displays a sculpture of the Hobbit's gold-hoarding dragon at the check-in counters. I do feel like it does give the airport like a
boo! Boo for them doing this.
You're not a fan of
that. Why? Because to me, all it is just going to be boringness in there.
Look how huge those birds are.
And especially that they don't even have a plan for them. They're just going to go into storage. I hope that they find somewhere to put these, someone that is going to love having them there.
I know, right?
I'm upset about this decision.
It could go into a museum or something too.
Right.
I mean, putting them in storage, yeah. No one's gonna see them.
See, we even went to the Amsterdam airport. Yeah. It was a layover spot for us on our honeymoon, and they have a really famous clock there with someone that's like cleaning the back of it. It's a fake one, but it just looks Like we literally stopped what we were doing just to take a picture of it. Yeah. And then we kept going.
I can see that. I'm sure it catches people's attention and stuff like that. So I guess we'll see. They're going to be in storage for now. All right, this next story is something out of Hollywood.
So a woman who was missing, forget this, 62 years is found alive and safe.
62. Hannah Hilliard has the details.
Like, where do you even begin?
Just paper by paper.
Over Zoom, Sauk County Sheriff Detective Isaac Hansen explained Friday how in less than 2 months he solved the coldest of cold cases, tracking down this woman, Audrey Backberg. And they had not heard from her in 62 years.
Correct.
The woman from Reedsburg at the age of 20, vanishing in 1962. What was the key piece of evidence or information you were able to collect that kind of solved this case for you?
The sister actually had an Ancestry.com account, and I was able to use that. That was pretty key in locating death records, census reports, all kinds of data. And ultimately, we came up with an address. I called the local sheriff's department. I said, hey, there's this lady living at this address. You guys have somebody who can just go pop in. 10 minutes later, she called me and we talked for 45 minutes.
What'd she say in those 45 minutes?
I told Audrey that I would keep it private. She had her reasons for leaving, and we discussed a lot of things.
The Sauk County detective says an abusive husband may have played a role in Backberg's initial decision to leave, but we may never know what made her stay away for more than 6 decades.
I think she just was removed and, moved on from things and kind of did her own thing and led her life. She sounded happy, confident in her decision, no regrets.
Wow. Okay, so I guess I thought maybe this was going to be something where like someone kidnapped her. It was just, she just decided.
She just decided to leave, found a better life for herself. So happy to hear that she is doing well and happy with that decision. Well, let's go ahead and talk more about your forecast right now. Just a reminder, it's a great time. Go ahead, download the Fox 10 weather app. That way you're staying updated with all the changes, especially with an unsettled pattern that we're about to head into. But you know what? Before we get there, I'm really happy about today. I am so excited about today. I'm going to be spending some time outside heading into this evening, having dinner out there, go find some Cinco de Mayo plans. But as you do take a live look outside from our Battleship Memorial camera, things are just looking beautiful out there. Actually, there you go. What we're going to start to see is just more of those blue sunny skies from our Navigator Credit Union camera. But the temperatures over the next few hours will continue to go up. We're going to be maxing out really the upper 70s, the lower 80s. Not feeling too bad out there, especially with some of that lower humidity. But I'm going to talk more about those changes and what I'm tracking in the long range. That's coming up in just a little bit. For right now, a live view outside down on Dauphin Island. Things look great. We'll be back with 3 to know before you go.
Day today. We got some great weather. Jen and I can't wait until we clock out and we go and enjoy.
I'm so excited. I'm trying to find something to do heading into this evening. Especially if anyone out there knows anything that's going on in the Eastern Shore, let me know. I want to go to a Mexican restaurant. I want to listen to some music, have a great margarita. That's our goal, especially my husband and I are celebrating 1 month of marriage today too.
1 month already?
1 month, yes. So.
And we have great weather to enjoy today also.
Exactly. So we want to get out there and enjoy some of those festivities. Hopefully you do as well. Please, please, please spend some time outside today. I am absolutely loving the conditions out there. But as mentioned earlier, the biggest difference is that lower humidity. We have dry air in place. Heading into tomorrow, it's going to kick off that unsettled period, but I'm really not too concerned about that 20% you see right there. The majority of the rain showers and storms, those are going to be pushing in Tuesday night, heading into Wednesday morning. Some of those storms could be a little noisy out there, a little breezy. So as mentioned earlier, if your trash day is Wednesday, if you can, just put out those trash cans Wednesday morning before you head off to work. Try not to do it Tuesday evening because those might knock over. They might get trash everywhere just with some of those breezy winds that we could possibly see. Heading towards the weekend, we start to drop down those rain chances to 40 and 50%. I'm really hopeful that we can get out there and enjoy Mother's Day. I'm hoping to take the boat out heading into this weekend, so I'm keeping a close eye on that forecast. And I'm not too concerned about the 40 to 50%. It's going to be pop-up showers and thunderstorms. It's not going to be widespread, constant all-day rain. So if you have outdoor plans, just have that backup plan. Maybe on Sunday, in case you do have that Mother's Day reservation, maybe just try and move it outside. Hopefully we'll get closer and then you can possibly move it outside if we get a better look at that timing. But as always, we'll keep you updated right here on Fox 10.
All right, well, we hope you have a great Feliz Cinco de Mayo, and we will see you later. 3 o'clock maybe?
Oh, yes, 3 o'clock. See you then.
Bye, guys.